I think the reading is on the wall. But I want to say that I looked at those amendments and they are quite they have the efficacy to seal the loopholes that are existing in the legislative framework of today. And I'm saying this because if you look at the amendments that were brought by Jubilee, they were very cleverly thought about, very cleverly crafted and calculated. And I'm saying this because that seems to the antidote to what is ailing the legal framework of today as far as where we are today is concerned. And I'm saying this because when you look at the legal framework of today, no single provision of law is able to ditch us out of where we are today. For example, people are talking about IBC Regulation 52, which says somebody has to resign within 3 days after nomination. That does not apply. When you talk about Article 138 of the Constitution, does not even address the issue here because it says somebody can be sworn in when one candidate dies. That does not apply because nobody died. When you look at the paragraph 290 of the Supreme Court ruling, which talks about fresh nominations. It seems to be the only thing that Raila is pushing for fresh nominations now that he has withdrawn from the race. And therefore, if you look at the whole legal fabric, it is saturated with a lot of provisions, but the cure for the problem at hand is not existing. And therefore, Jubilee were very clever, very well advised that there is a legal lacuna somewhere. And therefore, in order for you to capitalize on sealing this loophole, you need to come up with such a kind of legislation. And that's what they did. And therefore, to me, maybe somebody from thinking like you have done may think that they were advised. In other words, they were advised in advance that this is a law that's required so you can push it further so that you can put it into perspective. And therefore, I do not want to speculate that they might have been advised before, but I think they have the law that cures the problem. But the problem is that the timing of this law, Mike, I'm sorry to say, it can be challenged in a court of law in the sense that the timing might look suspect. And any judge might wake up and say, why would you change the rules of the game in the midst of the competition or the context? So the applicability of this law might be, somehow challenged in a court of law and perhaps deferred to 2022 where they might be, efficient if applied, of course.
All right. And